Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Phillip Island, set to go around this 2.74 mile circuit here in Australia. We're ready to go racing here in just a few moments. 78 degree air temp, or is that air temp? Yeah, 79 degree track temp. As we are ready to roll here in just a few moments. Qualifying is underway right now. Let me mute my music over here. And I mentioned qualifying underway right now, so we're going to kind of just hop into the last few moments here of the Phillip Island qualifying. Once again, I expect some very good racing here. Once again, as we get set, you guys can see over there. Currently on top of the board is Joe Burchett, Tommy Ryan, Ross Booth. First, second, third in points. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to expect from this. It's going to be an interesting race. With Joe looking to try to get his first championship. Tommy Ryan looking to get his third in a row. So it's been a great season so far. And we still got 2 more races left. So I want to make sure I point that out. This is not the final race of the season. But we do got a few races left. We got some people pulling for Mitch Heller. Mitch always has a good following. So we'll see how he does. Currently 6th on the board. So we'll see what he's capable of doing here tonight. But real fast, next week when we load the cars up into the trailers, the virtual race trailers, we'll fly back across the seas and we'll be racing at, I believe, Zolder. So should be a fun one. And then from there, we begin a new season, April 23rd from BIR, Virginia International Raceway, and that's going to be a fun one. We'll get more into that next week, about the next week's or next season's schedule. But you see all the cars sitting here in qualifying. Oh, excuse me, guys. Let's see. Here's Robert crossing the start-finish line, looking to improve his lap time. 127.685, his best. And it looks like this time is a 127.437. Good enough for P16 at the moment. Pole sitter Joe Burchett just crossed the finish line at 125.958 for him right now. Let's jump back over to Tommy Ryan. We're going to see if he can improve. This actually may be his last lap or last chance at it. And to get on top of the board, David Berry in 4th. Dave Hill currently 5th. We got to watch Dave Hill. He's very quick every week. David Berry looking really fast here tonight as well. Mitch Heller 6th. Can Tommy have enough time to finish this lap? He's got about 10 seconds. It looks like he may get one more chance at it as he crosses the start-finish line. Will it be good enough for him to jump to the top of the board? He's looking at it. He needs a 125. No, 126.047. Lap times are improving. Joe Burchett crossing the board as well. 125.958 his best. Checker flag waves for Joe. Let's see if he jumps up here and qualify. Can he push it a little bit more? And that's going to be a 126.145 for Joe as well. So, or 125. Ross Booth currently there in 3rd. We're going to jump back up to Tommy, who looks like he has shut the car down. So, looking, Reed Rundle, who is out on track, he's pushing it super hard. Currently 10th on the board, 126.572. Let's see if he jumps up. Crossing the start-finish line, Reed Rundle going to try to improve that lap time. And it looks like he does not. So, Mitch Heller, that yellow BMW, does not improve as well. I think Tommy Ryan might actually still be on a lap here. We're going to find out. I thought he was actually shutting it down earlier. It looked like he was going kind of slow, but maybe he wasn't. Across the start-finish line, will he improve to the top of the board? 125.954. Tommy Ryan going to take the pole away from Joe Burchett on the very last lap of this race, or of this qualifying session. Very impressive. So one cool thing that we was being told earlier, or I was being told, was it takes a few laps for these tires to get up to speed. So we're going to be watching that kind of close tonight as we get set to go. The grid is starting to take place here in about 2 seconds. You'll start seeing the grid pop up. At least I think. Boop, 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 boop. We're waiting to see for it to change over. Checkered man still waving a flag. There we go. Now it's changing over as we get set to go. So, with that said, let's take a look here at our grid. Might take me just a second. There we go. There's your qualifying results. Now we can actually do it like this instead. There we go. That's what I was looking for. As the grid starts to take place, Tommy Ryan first. Joe Burchett, look how close. 4 thousandths of a second. Or maybe that's 4 100,000ths of a second. Ross Booth from Canada. David Barry going to be rolling off in P4. In 5th place, Dave Hill, Mark Wilson. Mitch Heller, Robert right there in 8th place. Terry Dahl, Reed Rundle, going to be rolling in the top 5. TJ Majors and Christopher Jimenez going to be rolling off in P12. Let's just do this. Here we go. In P14, Mark Kudrowski, Robert Steedville, Dennis Griffin, Ed Sutcliffe, Kevin Kyle, Les Turner. Going to be anxious to watch what he could do. James Prostel, William Cabela. Both, I feel like, could have a good night. Derek Pemberton, Tim McLeish, Brian and Jason in 26th. Alrighty, guys. We're ready to go. Pace car about to roll here, I think. As you look down on the grid, and here we go, rolling here. So keep in mind that pole position does help Tommy Ryan because he does get a bonus point. So that is a big advantage coming in here for Tommy. I was actually trying to find the points. It might take me just a second to get the points back up. Right now, if the season was to end, Joe Burchett would be your champion. Joe comes in here with 141 points. Actually, I might be wrong about that. Give me just a second. Yeah, 141 points. Tommy Ryan comes in here with 135. Now 136 after qualifying. So there you go. Off tracks do matter. If you get an off track, so many of them, it hurts you. No off tracks is a bonus point. So all this is going to matter. Of course, we will have pit fuel or have to pit for fuel here soon as well. About halfway through this race, you'll start seeing some guys come down pit road and change everything around. As we are set to go live here right now. Pace car taking a left down pit road, or about to take a left down pit road. A little bit behind here myself. Watch for the green flag. Tommy Ryan, Joe Burchett, Ross Booth, ready to get this race number 5 underway to figure out which one will come out of here tonight with a either bigger points lead or a big gap in a points lead taken away. Or they may be about dead even again. We'll see. Of course, this race 30 minutes long, so keep that in mind. It's basically a sprint shootout, basically. As the field works down the hill, this is going to be a very interesting turn right here tonight. Down the hill into a right hand and then a left hand. It's going to be a fun little section. Here we go. Pace car pulls off. Field working through the final corner here tonight. And we get set to roll here from Phillip Island, week number 5. Points very important here tonight. Green flag, we're waiting on it. We're waiting on it. And the green flag going to be out. Actually, it's a red flag, but that is supposed to be green, but whatever. We're racing here from Phillip Island. Tommy Ryan up front. Joe Burchett on the outside. Joe with a big move into turn 1. He's trying to take this lead away. Does have the advantage into turn 2. Joe Burchett going to take over the lead here early. Ross Booth. Tommy Ryan goes off track early in this one. Tommy Ryan maybe up against the tire barrier trying to see. No damage, but he is way off pace. We're going to try to get an instant replay. It may take me just a minute to see what actually happened here. As let's watch. Cold tires we told would be an issue. There you go. See him sliding. He's locking them up, keeping the wheels turning now. And he's able to keep going. But, man, that's big here early. Now Tommy's got a lot of work to do. And the thing is, we've seen Tommy be perfectly fine in this situation. He falls all the way back to P22. Now working his way up. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. So Joe Burchett able to take the lead. Right now, Joe can honestly, you don't want to take it easy because Ross Booth is in a points battle too. He was only 1 point behind second in points. So big break there for Joe. I'm checking the points to make sure that that is correct about Ross Booth. Give me just a second. Yeah, he has 136 coming in tonight. Is that correct? Hold on. Actually, Ross was actually 1 point ahead, I believe. I'd have to double check this, but to make sure that is. So we'll see. Joe Burchett out front leading. We're going to jump back a little bit here. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to stay right here for a moment. There we go. This is Robert, currently P6. Reed Rundle right behind him. Mitch Heller directly behind him. I like that paint scheme Robert's running out in that 199 car. You can hear the tires really having some issues here tonight. That's going to be very interesting to watch as these guys get these older tires. We ride on board right now with Robert. Oh, there you go. Troubles. Reed Rundle. Robert made contact. Robert's going to pull back out in the track. Uh-oh. Oh, that was almost bad. We got to get a replay of this one. I was actually looking at my live timing and didn't see him going off track, so we need to get a replay of what happened here. Going into this corner, Reed Rundle also had problems. Goes out a little wide, and actually this is very simultaneous. Both of them went around, and unfortunately, or fortunately, they was able to keep going. Whew. Crazy first couple laps, man. Up front, Joe Burchett still leading here. Close over Ross Booth. David Berry second. Dave Hill back in third. Ross trying to put some pressure here on Joe. Joe looks really fast out of that turn. Let's see if we can actually do this. There you go. There's the fastest sectors last time by. We'll keep an update more here. They was actually identical in Sector 2. Sector 1, it looks like Ross Booth last time by was a little bit faster. Once again, we'll wait until they cross start-finish line to have a better idea here. There you go. Ross with a little bit of slipstream down into turn 1. He looked to the inside. Not going to be able to take it just yet. As this is a Ford versus BMW up front. And third place currently BMW as well, Dave Hill. Here's some pressure being put on. Joe's really good out of these exits, and it's really working. Terry Dodge just completed the pass against TJ Majors. That moves Terry now up to 7th. TJ Majors having some trouble. Drops back to 11th. Make that even further back. 17th, TJ Majors continue to drop. And Tommy Ryan has worked his way back up to 16th right now. Burchett last time by a little bit slower in Sector 1 than Ross, 0.018. We're going to check Sector 2. Sector 2, Joe Burchett, a little bit faster at a 0.072. Let's see it's Sector 3 here. Derek Pemberton just went off track as well. He's moved up 4 spots, I believe, so far. Make that 3 spots. Waiting to see what the final sector time is here. Of course, Ross with that draft that he can use a little bit here on the straightaways. A little bit faster that time once again for Ross, 0.044. So right now Ross is faster in Sector 1 and 3. We'll keep an eye on that as this race continues on. Looking through the field right now. Oh, what happened? Thought I heard somebody wrecking. James Prostale back here trying to pass. Dennis Griffin. Tommy Ryan moves into 13th now with the pass on Les Turner as well. Check back in with Tommy here after his lap 1 incident in turn 1. It was absolutely chaotic. Looks like TJ Majors' race may be done here tonight. Or at least he's on pit road at the moment, that is. He may just be down there. Watching Dennis Griffin in this number 16 Porsche right now. Or, sorry, currently running 16th in the number 23 Porsche. Up front, Joe Burchett still leading. And it's been about the same every time we go up there and look. Check back with Dave Hill here. Here's a battle for position, actually. This is Mark Wilson and David Berry. This is for 4th place. Riding on board right now with Mark Wilson. Curious if this thing's going to end under the night sky or not. We was talking about it earlier. Oh, Mark Wilson have a little bit of trouble here. It's going to allow David to really close the gap up. Feel like pit stops are going to be very important here tonight. Somebody's made a big move tonight right here. Mark Krajowski and Robert both have picked up 6 spots so far. back up front with the lead. Here's a look at the current times. You can see where it's lower at some point, higher in some. That's Joe pulling away some. That time it was, he pulled away a little bit more than the previous lap. And here's a look at your current lap times the last few times by. Lap 2 and 3, Ross Booth was faster. Lap 4, Joe Burchett was faster. Lap 5, Ross was faster. And lap 6, Joe was faster. So it's kind of going back and forth as far as times go right now. Both these guys very talented. Both well deserve a championship, honestly. We'll see which one will have the advantage here tonight. That time, Joe Burchett way faster in Sector 1. Ross actually gave up a lot of time at that point. So far, everybody in the top 8 has not came down yet. Mitch Heller currently running in P7, exactly where he started. Matt Kudrowski just had some trouble. Let's see what happened to him. We may have to rewind here just a little bit. It looks like he may have went off track. This is just a moment ago. Around he goes. He sat there for a moment and finally was able to get going. Lost a lot of time sitting there in the sand trap. And he actually is still up 2 spots from where he started. He started at 15th, but he was actually up way further than that earlier. Les Turner's up 8 spots from where he started. Once again, we'll be pit stops coming about halfway. We are just now 11 minutes into the race. As Joe Burchett still continuing to lead here. Ross Booth did give up a little bit of time. As you see the battle for first and second, about 1.10 back right now. Let's take a trip around here around with Joe Burchett and get a ride on board as let's get a whole lap here, see what he can do. Up to 6th gear, I would imagine. Yep, 160 miles per hour. See what he goes to. 165 miles per hour before hitting turn 1. Oof, that's so sketchy down that hill. All the way down to 81 miles per hour. And just for reference, you guys can keep up with him on track as well. You see first and second over there on your right-hand side. Les Turner on pit lane. Not sure if that's scheduled or not. We will find out, and it was scheduled, it looks like. Joe getting ready to start working through the final 3 corners here. Here's the right-hand turn into a left-hander. Small left-hander here. Kevin Kyle has entered pits as well. He was actually had 8.27 total time on pit road. Not entirely sure how much time he actually was on pit road for. It looks like 36 seconds. But there's your ride around Phillip Island. Some flashing of the lights is going on. Now Ross Booth has to get by as well. And honestly, Joe kind of caught this lap car at the right time. Ross is going to get caught up behind. We're really going to watch the sectors once they hit the line. I need to figure out. And you see the light still flashing. We're going to try to pop up the sectors here. You guys can see the difference with the lap car that he got caught up behind. really helped Joe out quite a bit. He was almost 2/10 faster last time in Sector 1. Sector 2 is going to be really close. We'll see. Sector 2. Actually, it shows Ross was actually faster. Actually, I apologize. Joe was faster in Sector 1 and 2 that time. You see the green. That was for Joe Burchett. I believe that's what it's going for. I don't know. We're having trouble with that. But anyway. The last time by 126.445, 126.588 for Ross last time by. And let's check the lap times at this time to see whose lap was faster. This time anyway. 126.412 for Ross and a 126.783 for Joe. So Ross was a little bit faster last time by. So I was reading the sectors wrong. Looking around for some battles, we might be able to find one. Looking through the field. Of course, some of these cars have already been on pit road. Right now, the top 10, 6 of them are BMWs. 3 Fords and 1 Ferrari. Check out the off tracks and anything like that. There you go. You see the incident count. That does matter, especially for somebody like Tommy, who's got that 1X where he went off track. Right now, Ross Booth, no X. Same as Joe Burchett right now. Once again, here's your latest pit information and your pit time. When they was on pit road, you see 10.2, 10.4, 6.3. That's a crazy looking pit sequence. There's just some more to look at it, as that's your pit time or pit lane total time on pit road. Look at Dave Hill, currently running P3. With Mark Wilson in 4th. He's up 2 spots. Terry Dahl currently up 3 spots at the moment. Dennis Griffin on pit lane. Robert Sneeville actually has some trouble here. Let's see. What happened to him? Let's see. I think he's actually may have just becoming a pit road, I believe. Actually, he might not have had trouble. It may have just been me. Let's see. This is a replay of Robert. Yeah, he was just coming to the pit lane, so that's what it was. Christopher Jimenez has been passing some people as well, but he's still 4 spots down from where he started, but I believe he has been on pit road. Looking around at our close battle right now, there's not really a whole ton going on right now as far as position battles. Here's one maybe. Nope, it's just Mark Wilson going around a lap car. Oh, Mark Kudrowski having trouble here. Oh, Joe Burchett involved. Oh, man. Joe is stuck here, and he has to tow. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Was he coming to pit road? This actually happened, I think, May. Let's see. Now, Joe was... Did he just have trouble? Just steps out on him. And as he was pulling back out on track, oh, man. Well, that's exactly the night Joe Burchett did not need to have. because that may take away the championship. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, Ross Booth gonna gain some points off this one. We'll have to wait and see where Joe Burchett can come back out at. He's definitely going to fall way back, but we'll see where. As what could be a break for Tommy Ryan and Ross Booth both. Watch Ross Booth right now. Up front, Dave Hill second, David Berry third, Terry Dahl, Mitch Heller your top five. As Ross Booth coming down pit road. See what he does here. See him on pit road right here. See if we can actually turn this around a little bit. And looks good. Down and away. Terry Dahl also on pit road. Just information, Joe Burchett is back out on the track, but at what cost? That's what we're going to find out here soon. Tommy Ryan also making a stop. Down and away. So Ross Booth trying to carry this one on. We are looking at a little less than 9 minutes left in this one. That was for position. Mark Wilson moves into P3. What happened here to Mark Krajewski? Did he have trouble? I thought I seen him out on the track a moment ago. Yes, he did. This was a moment ago. With a 944, runs a little wide, gets a little loose, overcorrects, and into the barrier. Tough break. Looking around right now, Tim McLeish right here trying to put a pass on for 13th. And Sutcliffe currently has it. Right in front of them is Dennis Griffin as well in the 23. Crossing the start-finish line. Ed Sutcliffe right now up 5 spots from where he started. It's a 3-car battle right here. Dennis trying to hold on to this spot. Oh, a nice job of that right now. Go back at Tommy Ryan, who had that trouble early, has kind of rebounded, and now being shown in 7th place. Joe Burchett, your current points leader, going to give up quite a bit here tonight, I would imagine. He came in here with about a 5 or 6 point lead. He's going to possibly leave this one with about an 8 point difference, probably a little more, if he finishes where we think he could finish. Mark Wilson trying to catch back up here to David Berry, who's in P3. Mark looking to the inside here. Both BMWs. Terry Dodd doing a great job as well in P5. Not far behind these guys. Terry's up 4 spots from where he started. Reed Rundle on pit road. Got 5 minutes left in this one. We had somebody earlier pulling for Mitch Heller. Mitch is up 1 spot, currently in P6 right now. Looking through the field, not much really going on at the moment. Scott Hostad, he's up 5 spots from where he started. Biggest move of the night would be right here, Les Turner. Up 9 spots, and Tim McLeish. He is up 10 spots from the drop of the green. Tried to actually move up another spot. Ed Sutcliffe, who's been up 5 spots. This is for 13th. These two guys have kind of been going back and forth. A little bit of block put on right there. Coming up, 3 minutes left in the event here tonight. As we continue to watch this one before the 12th position, 12th, 13th, and 14th. There's Terry from New York up to P number 5 right now. Doing a really nice job here in tonight's event. Tommy Ryan still rolling around in 7th. Just looking through the field right now, not really much going on. Besides right here where these two guys are still battling it out, Sutcliffe and Tim McLeish. Ross Booth still up in the lead, started in 2nd. Tommy Ryan may have had some trouble. Let's see. Maybe. Nope, never mind. That was earlier. I apologize. Ross Booth looking to get the white flag this time as he looks to. Ooh, he got a little loose there. Make sure we do get the white flag this time, which we should. Christopher Jimenez had some trouble. Reed Rundle also had some trouble just a moment ago. The white flag going to be displayed this time for the number 6 of Ross Booth. David Berry back in second. Right behind him, Dave Hill trying to close up Mark Wilson. I mean, these three guys right here, and Terry Dahl's not far behind as well. Oh, here comes Wilson trying to take third. Unable to do it just now. All this happening well behind the leader. As Dave Hill holds on to third place, Mark Wilson wants it. Terry Dahl wants it just as bad, I promise. Mitch Heller's 6th right now. Ross Booth started in P1, lost the lead very early. He's going to most likely take over the points lead here tonight, I would guess, as he works out of the final corner. What should be the checker flag waving. We are just waiting to confirm that. And Ross Booth is going to win here at Phillip Island. There you see the flashing of the lights. So second place and third. Looks like that might be settled. It's David Berry. He's going to come home in P2 with no problems whatsoever. P3 going to go to Dave Hill. P4, Mark Wilson. Terry Dahl, 5th. Mitch Heller going to finish in P6. Tommy Ryan, Timmy here with hopes in this one, going to finish in P number 7. Scott Hustad in 8th. 9th place going to go to Robert as he crosses the line. Bill Paulecki, nice job for him, picking up 4 spots tonight. Les Turner going to cross in P number 11 after picking up 9 spots tonight. Dennis Griffin working through the final turn as well. He's working out. He started 5 spots back where he is. He's going to finish in P12. Ed Sutcliffe finished P13. Tim McLeish finishes in 14th. James Prostel Jr. in 16th. And points leader coming in tonight had this one, I don't want to say won, but had a good finish. Had something planned. Had some issues. Going to finish in P16 is Joe Burchett. William Cabela. And there you go. With that said, Ross Booth picks up the win here tonight. We're going to see if we can grab him here in just a moment for an interview if he hops in. What a win for Ross Booth. Congratulations to him. This is definitely going to help him in the point standings. And possibly, looks like it's going to give him the points lead. And that's a big break for him. We're waiting to confirm who all comes in here. Hopefully we get most of them in. Might take just a moment. Ross Booth, David Berry, Dave Hill, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Mark Wilson, Terry Dahl. Once again, guys, next week, let me actually go ahead and go talk to Ross. Ross Booth, you got a copy?
Copy.
P1 here tonight, man. You came in here a few points off the points lead. Looks like you're going to be able to take the points lead after some bad nights from Tommy and Joe both talk us through it. You started P1, had a little bit of trouble. I'm sorry, you actually didn't start P1. Started, I believe it was P3, had a little bit of trouble to start like some of these other guys, but hey, you managed to pull out a P1, I think, with 0X as well.
Yeah, no, it was a good race. I was just pacing myself there. I was going to go for the move around Joe, but he covered the outside one time into one and just thought I'd hang back. Looks like he was pushing pretty hard. It looked like almost every corner he was locking up the inside tire. So
Right.
hoping for a mistake and hoping for him to use up his stuff. And unfortunately, it looks like he went too deep into two there, I think. And I'm not really sure what happened afterward. But yeah, no, it was a really good race for me.
Yeah, and this is a big thing for points because you came in here, I think, 5 points off, which this should give you the lead, I would guess. That's got to be pretty good news.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited. I really like this track. It's probably actually one of my best tracks. I honestly can't tell you. I don't remember where we're going to next, but I think it's Watkins maybe. I don't know.
I know what it was. I was actually talking about it earlier, and it was not Zolder. Yeah, Zolder.
Oh, it's older. I think it's older than Watkins, so those are pretty good tracks for me. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see what happens.
It is actually Zolder, and if you do decent there, you win the championship. That is the last race. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
So there you go. Hey, man, good job tonight. You want to give shout-outs to anybody?
Just shout out to all the TMC guys and all the Agi guys, and say hi to my chat. What's up, chat? And thank you to you and to Terry and to everyone that makes it.
Hey, good job tonight, man. Congratulations. Thanks, buddy. Next up, we're going to go up and talk to Dave Hill, finishing in P3 tonight. Dave, you got a copy? Dave Hill, you got me?
I do.
Man, P3 tonight, not too bad. You started back in 5th. You think you left a little bit out there. I mean, you started getting faster as the race was going on.
Yeah, I could kind of feel that, and every time I'd make a little bit of a gain, though, I'd do something stupid and lose it. And, this is my first day back after like a month and a half, so probably could have used some more practice. But yeah, I wanted to give it a go tonight and see how it was. So not too bad, I guess, but could have been a little better.
I heard Ross talk about some guys locking up tires. Was you having that issue as well? He was talking about Joe did it and a couple other guys. Did you have that issue as well?
No, I didn't have any issues locking up tires. I set my brake bias back a little bit. But yeah, no, the car was actually feeling really good and getting faster up until the pit stop, and then took it easy the first lap out. And then the laps after that, I don't know, it's starting to get a little slippy slidey, and I could see the temperatures on my right side shooting up. So, and then I just came around and clipped that little bit of curb or grass there, I guess, coming over the hill. And Reed didn't really have anywhere to go. So just not paying attention, or at least not paying attention to how the car was getting later in the race. But yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, not bad for taking a month break, finishing P3. You want to give shout-outs or any of that?
Just a shout out to the rest of the league and you guys for broadcasting, and my teammates Mark and Ross. And yeah, that's about it, man.
Hey, good job, buddy.
All right, thanks dude.
Man. That was Dave Hill finishing P3. Dave's always a quick driver. I'm going to be honest, I felt like if he could have got up to the Ross, he definitely may have had something there at the end. I don't know. Either way, David Berry does finish second. So that's going to do it for us tonight here, guys. Over on Facebook here in just a few moments, we will be live. Real quick, shout out to Not Your Average Green. They are a sponsor of this series. Make sure you check them out, veteran-owned. It's very awesome to have them on board. So make sure you check out Not Your Average Green. You can even get your Red Sox Racing League merchandise at notyouraverage.com/racing league. So that'll do it for here. Over on Facebook in just a moment, we will be live over there. We hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Y'all take care and God bless.